Alright guys, so, good news. I got those reports done. Bad news. I think we might be evil. Now, I'm not saying that we're evil on purpose. I'm just saying, I looked through our records, we're definitely a little evil, sometimes on accident. Listen, I know that we have the Prime Directive for a reason. I get that. But I'm just saying, if I knew that a very technologically advanced, very powerful race sat through World War II and the eugenics wars and all that and had the power to stop them and just didn't, I'd be a little ticked off. Yeah, I know that like 100 years ago, that scientist guy went down to that planet and he violated the Prime Directive and accidentally brought back Nazis. Which, one, I don't understand how you do that on accident. But two, there's gotta be a happy medium between letting thousands of people die and Nazis. There's gotta be. I know, we find loopholes when it's necessary. But guys, maybe if we keep having to find loopholes for our one giant rule, maybe we should change the rule a little. This last one isn't really like a whole Federation issue. It's just like, apparently Barclay created holograms of our female crew members to have sex with on the holodeck. Why was he allowed to do that? Why was he able to do that? Why does he still work here? Dude, you're a freak. What is wrong with you? That's Garrick, he's a spy? Who for? At this point, mostly himself, really. God forbid a man have hobbies. Hey man, how's it going? How's work on the starbase? Oh, that's awesome. Great to hear. How's my work? Great question! Well, last month we did have to take a week-long detour off course. I believe it was because our science officer went into heat. But I've been assured that that's normal and won't happen again for a while, whatever that entails. By the way, speaking of the first officer and the captain and also the fucking doctor, they are never on the ship. Well, it's like somewhere else on a planet almost dying. It's like every week we have a new crisis. And I'm like, guys, this is why we have away teams. I think we met God for a second there. Not like Father, Son, Holy Ghost God. I was told that the network wouldn't allow that, but we did definitely meet a god. Like, they went to a planet and a god was there. There have been 4 clones of our captain in the past year and a half. I just don't know how that keeps happening. Oh, also, there's this weird Russian kid that they just brought in. He works on the bridge. He keeps saying he's from Leningrad, which has not existed for, like, well over 200 years now. Oh, good news, though. I get to go down to a planet tomorrow on security detail for the captain. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm really excited. Alright, love you, man. See you around. And he was never heard from ever again. The war with the Klingons may be on a ceasefire, but the war with the Dominion is just beginning. Our only hope to protect the wormhole are the brave men and women on Deep Space Nine. They're the only thing standing between the Federation and an all-out intergalactic war. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, speaking of them, I got, like, some new outfit ideas for those guys. I think of, like a vest, like a 3-piece suit. That would be cool, I think. Sir, you must understand, the Vulcan mind meld is a very private and intimate thing. However, if it is necessary for the mission, I will perform it. Hell yeah, I'll mind meld with a whale. You don't have to ask me twice. Actually, you don't have to ask me once. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna mind meld with the whale. Right, hello Captain Picard. I am with the Starfleet Safety Inspection Team, and the first thing that I'm going to notice is that you have a child in the navigation seat. I'm not saying that he's not capable. I'm just saying that you might want to reconsider the specific role you've given him for his sake and that of everyone else. So I do appreciate that you're not sending your captain down on every away mission. That is a huge improvement from the last guys. However, I would also really appreciate it if you didn't sound down any crew members that the ship needs to function on every single mission. There's a cat on the bridge. I was just wondering if anyone was going to acknowledge it. Okay. Alright guys, I've been here about 30 minutes. Like, 5 people have fallen down, and I shouldn't have to remind you of this. 1 hand for you, 1 hand for the ship. You are all Starfleet officers, and I expect the same level of common sense as I would from people riding a public bus. So it says here that this trickster, godlike entity thing known as Q keeps coming on board and terrorizing your crew, and you keep just trying to have, like, verbal arguments with him, but have you tried punching him in the face? Because it worked really well for the last guy. I do not care if he's sleeping with your captain. He can't do that. Of course, Captain Picard. And if you need me, I'll be over here standing calmly next to the transporter and doing pretty much nothing else for 5 seasons. The horrors. Welcome to the USS Enterprise, flagship of the Federation. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. Welcome to Station On Fire Trash Can. None of our shit works, and we have no idea how to fix it. This is my first officer, William T. Riker. He has gone through years of Starfleet training to get to where he is now. This Karish is a terrorist. I mean, technically not anymore, but there's not that much of a difference. No illegal activity or discrimination will be allowed on board this ship. That's the Crimes Goblin. He's heavily involved in the illegal weapons trade. We probably can't stop him, but we haven't really tried. We do have a security officer, but he's also a liquid half the time, so that kind of puts up a barrier. That's our doctor. She is highly professional and has years of experience. That's Julian. He's 26, just graduated from medical school, and he's very excited to be here. But worry not, his enthusiasm will soon be shattered by first-hand experiences with the horrors of war. Any individual aboard long-term has been carefully vetted and background checked to make sure that they fit this job. That's Garrick. He was there when we got here. He is a spy. But you have no idea how hard it is to find a tailor in this section of the galaxy. This is Worf. He's our head of security. This is Worf. He's married now. Not for very long, though. Boldly go, where no one has gone before. I think the best thing to do right now is if we all stay right here and try really hard not to die. Welcome to the USS Enterprise, flagship of the United Federation of Planets. Hey, welcome to Voyager. Are you a human? How'd you get here? Can we get here through there? Please help. Every individual aboard the ship has completed years of rigorous training to get to where they are now. That is Chakotay, he is a terrorist. That is Tom, he used to be a terrorist. That is B'Elanna, she is a terrorist. Like half the crew here is terrorists. This is Lieutenant Commander Data. He is an android yearning to understand the complexities of human life. This is our doctor. He doesn't really want to be sentient, and he was never supposed to be, but he is now, and he doesn't really have much of a choice, so. Young Wesley Crusher is only 16, but he's incredibly intelligent and has shown great value to the crew and has earned the rank of ensign. That's Eric Kim. He went to college for 4 years, he's worked here for 7 years and been incredibly loyal the whole time. He is also an ensign. On occasion, our mission is interrupted by a trickster entity known as Q, who also kind of wants to sleep with our captain. On occasion, our journey is interrupted by a trickster entity known as Q, who also wants to sleep with our captain. All of our food comes from advanced technology known as replicators, so that we no longer have to explore the planet or animals for our resources. That is Neelix. We found him in the trash. He cooks for us, and it's most of the time it's not very good. Counselor Troy, although incredibly attractive, is an important component to keep our ship up and running. 7 of 9. You know why she's here. We will boldly go where no one has gone before. Get me the fuck out of this place! Where are we? That is our helmsman Tom Paris. At one point, he became a salamander for a while and had salamander babies with our captain, but we just kind of left him on a planet and we try our best not to think about that. Welcome to the USS Enterprise. Here on the flagship, we have a diverse cast of crew members from all different species, because here at the Federation, we value diversity. Welcome to the USS Enterprise. Our crew is made up of humans and Spock. He is going to experience daily microaggressions at the hands of our doctor. That's Dr. Beverly Crusher. She attended Starfleet Medical, and as such is equipped to care for all members of the crew, be they alien or human. That's Dr. McCoy. He did not attend Starfleet Medical, so he really only knows the human anatomy stuff, which seems like a detriment when you're working on a spaceship in space with aliens, but, you know, he's the one we got, so. This is Commander William T. Riker. Warning, he will try to have sex with you. This is our science officer, Commander Spock. He's a being of pure logic. He might want to sleep with our captain, or they might just be really, really, really good friends. No one's really sure at this point. The ship is equipped with state-of-the-art replicators that can provide nutritious and aesthetically pleasing food to any crew member upon request. We have replicators on this ship. What do they replicate? Edible cubes. That's right, in the future, all food is cubes. I don't make the rules. Our ship is outfitted with state-of-the-art supercomputer, which responds to voice commands. Our ship is equipped with a state-of-the-art supercomputer that can display practically anything, provided that you have the correct cassette tape. At any time the crew members are on duty, they must be in uniform in order to preserve the professionalism that one would expect of the flagship of the Federation. Every other episode, to boldly go where no one has gone before. To boldly go where no man has gone before. It's the 60s, we haven't quite figured out women yet. What if you went to a planet, and there were Africans there? What if you went to a planet, and ancient Rome was happening, but different? What if you went to a planet, and misogyny was happening, but in reverse? That one's very clever. I think we should use it 5,000 times. What if you went to a planet, and there were Nazis there? Wouldn't that be fucked up? What if you went to a planet, and God was there? What are you gonna do now? God's there. Go talk to him. What if you went to a planet and there were cowboys there? What if you went to a planet and there were hostile cowboys there? Ow, ow, what the fuck? What if you went to a planet, and there was a utopia there, but secretly not? Wouldn't that be a fun surprise that we haven't done 10 billion times already? Can you not, please? What if you went to a planet, and there was yourself there? Wouldn't that be fucked up? What if you went to a planet, and there was a guy there? Just one. What if you went to a planet, and 1930s gangster Chicago was there? What then? Ow, 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 what the fuck? What the fuck? What's your problem? What's your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? What if you met the most powerful being in the universe, and his only goal was to fuck up your life? What if the holodeck malfunctioned? What if a major character had a child that died in the same episode they were introduced? What if a major character died, but not really, except for that one time? What if the holodeck malfunctioned? What if you went to an evil universe where everyone was evil and bisexual? What if you knew someone who was really a girl, but no one acknowledged that they were a girl, and everyone tried to change them from being a girl? Wouldn't that be fucked up? It's a good thing we don't do that in real life here in the 90s. What if the holodeck malfunctioned? What if you knew a guy, and suddenly, the secret evil version of that guy showed up? Wouldn't that be fucked up? He likes that. What if instead of space this week, we just did cowboys? For no goddamn reason. Are you a citizen of the Alpha Quadrant looking for a nice place to spend a few days? Then why don't you come on down to Deep Space Nine, Federation Space Station, and former fascist headquarters. Deep Space Nine, formerly known as Terok, nor don't look too deep into it, some fucked up shit has happened here, welcomes everyone, and we do mean everyone. Seriously, the amount of outright violent criminals we have in this place? Honestly impressive at this point. Residents and frequent visitors include the Second Coming of Christ, actual genocidal fascists who we for some reason still let come here, and more. Here at Deep Space Nine, we have a catalog of fun activities to distract you from the fact that right on the other side of that wormhole is a super powerful alien faction that can usher in the next dark age for civilization. For example, terrorism, church but in space, political assassination, a different kind of terrorism, ponder the orb, mourn funeral, gambling, and of course a third kind of terrorism. We also have a variety of quality vendors on the station. For example, Quark, who can provide you with quality food and drink, and also some fun, and Garrick, who was there when we got here. So come on down to Deep Space Nine, where you definitely, probably, maybe won't get involved in some sort of crime syndicate. Stardate, the holodeck on the USS Enterprise has malfunctioned again. I don't understand why we still put those on ships. Stardate, who fucking cares? Deep Space Nine has recently informed us that the lizard is back, and not the gay one, the bad one. Stardate 4, we have recently had our 5th debate this year about the rights of artificial intelligence and sentient machines, and I honestly feel like maybe we should get a handle on that and, like, write a law or something, because it just keeps happening. Stardate today, the holodeck has malfunctioned again, this time on Deep Space Nine, which is just barely better, but honestly, I feel like we shouldn't have video games that can kill you on any Starfleet property on it. Stardate, Voyager's been missing for 3 years now. Just wondering if anyone was gonna look into that. Just a crew of, like, good 300, 400 people that vanished off the face of the planet, metaphorically. No? Okay. Stardate 5. Today is some Bajoran holiday because the writers felt like world building this episode, so I'm just making this report preemptively. Some bad shit is about to happen on Deep Space Nine. Stardate Apocalypse. The Dominion is closing in. We are on the verge of intergalactic war. Apparently, the crew of Deep Space Nine has decided to go on another fun little side quest, so good for them, I guess. Stardate every fucking Wednesday at this point. The holodeck on the Enterprise has malfunctioned for, like, the 7th time this year. And I would just like to say, I know I'm not a safety officer, this isn't my job, but why do we still let them have those? I don't care if it's for crew morale. Find a new hobby. Bowl or something. People keep dying. Why is that a setting that you can do?